is 202 West 5th, Parkside offices. That's also locksmith, basin locksmith, and also this is loft. And this is renovated, and the rainfall is getting bad. And just because we got one of the best updates and no stopping to remodeling this loft, rainfall is dropping, ain't nothing. Continue on and move on the Century Department of Justice Appropriation Authorization Act. Assaults, threats, other offenses against federal judges and other certain federal officers and employees. The 107273, Division C, Title 1, 11008. And that is 1008A E, November 2nd, 2002, 116 Stat 1819. Provide. The short title of the section may be cited as the Federal Judiciary Protection Act of 2002. The B, the D, the E Amendment of Sentencing Guidelines for Assaults and Threats against Federal Judges and certain other federal officials and employees in general. Pursuit of authority under Section 994 of the Title 28 United States Code, United States Sentencing Commission shall review and amend the federal sentencing guidelines and the policy statements of the Commission, if appropriate, to provide inappropriate sentence enhancements for the offenses involving influencing, assaulting, resisting, impeding, retaliating against, or threatening a federal judge, magistrate judge, or any official description described in Section 111 or 115 or Title 18 United States Code. Factors of consideration in carrying out the Section United States Commission shall consider the respect of each offense described in paragraph. A. An a facial expression, even expression of congressional intent of regarding appropriate penalties for offenses. The range of conduct covered by offense. The existing sentence of the offense. D. The extent of which sentence enhancement which federal sentence guidelines and the authority of the court impose of sentences in excess applicable guideline range of adequate ensure punishment near the maximum penalty, the most outrageous conduct covered by the offense. Number E. The extent to which federal sentence guideline sentences for offense has been constrained by statutory maximum penalties. Maximum penalties and that forth. Then at the extent to which the federal sentencing guidelines sentences of offense have been constrained by statutory maximum penalties. The extent to which federal sentencing guidelines for offense adequately achieve the purpose of sentence of set forth Section 3553A2 Title 18 United States Code. The relationship of federal sentencing guidelines of the offense of federal sentencing guidelines for offenses of comparable seriousness. Number H. The other factors the Commission considers to be appropriate. Crimes of violence, of drug trafficking crimes in which the defendant used bodily armor. Published L107273, Division C, Title 11009A-D, November 2nd, 2002. These are crimes of violence and drug trafficking crimes in which the defendant used body armor. Short title section may be cited as James Chris McCurley Body Armor Act 2002. Amendments of second guidelines in respect of body armor. The body armor in general, pursued under Section 994P, Title 28 United States Code. The United States Sentencing Commission shall review the amend the federal sentence guidelines and the policy statement for the Commission and appropriate to provide appropriate sentence enhancement for the crime of violence to defendant section 16 of Title 18, United States Code, and the drug trafficking crime. Defend section 924C, Title 18, United States of America, the States Code, including the crime of the violence of the drug trafficking crime that provides enhancement punishment committed by the use of deadly or dangerous weapon or device in which defendant used body armor. Sentence of Congress. This is the sentence of Congress. If the sentence of Congress in sentence enhancement under this subsection at least 2 levels. Homeland Security Act 2002, Cyber Security Enhancement Act 2002, published 107-296, Computer Crime Section 1030 Offenses, publication 107296, Title 2, 225B, C, November 25th, 2002, 116 Stat 2156 provided. This is number B, amendment of the sentence guideline in relationship to criteria computer crimes. The main directive number 1 to the United States Sentence Commission pursuant under this 994P Title 28 United States Code in accordance with subsection United States Sentence Commission shall review and appropriate amend guidelines by which is the policy statements applicable to persons convicted of offenses under section 1030. Title 18 United States Code number 2 requirements in carrying out this subsection Sentence Commission shall, number A, ensure the sentence guidelines and policy statements reflect the serious nature of the offense described paragraph 1. The growing and intensity of the obsess of such offenses needed as effective deterrent appropriate punishment to prevent such offenses. Number B, consider the following factors as the extent to which guidelines may not be accounted for of them. Number 1, the potential actual loss resulting from the offense. Number 2, the level of sophistication of the planning and the plotting of the involvement. Number 3, whether of the offense was committed for the person of the commercial advantage or private financial advantage, or the merchant, marine, navy, air, war, elite offenses involved in plotting. It doesn't even talk to cops, doesn't even talk to administrations on it. So they're a bunch of mocking individuals pretending to pay the past $1. Now we're going to continue on. Whether the offense is committed for the purpose of commercial advantage, private financial benefit, whether the defendant acted with malicious intent to cause harm in committing these offenses, the intent in which an offense is involved violating privacy rights or individual harm, whether the offense is involved in computer used by the government furthers the national defense, national security of administration of justice. Now these rights biography rights, you know your rights and they're telling you rights and they're setting you up for rights. They got to tell you have a recorded device. If they don't have the recorded device and they're planned for us, then you got these dorms or sections or subsidiaries and walls, domains, and also area you got these signs and posted signs. These have these subsidiaries which continue on. Whether these violations would attend to or have affected sufficient interference with disrupting critical infrastructure and itself. Whether the violation was intended to infect the treating a threat to public health or safety or injury to any person. Nay. Assure reasonable consistency of other relevant directives which other sentencing guidelines. Nay. Account of additional aggravating and mitigating sentences might justify exceptions by generally applicable sentence ranges. Nay. Account of additional aggravating, mitigating sentences might justify exceptional general applicable sentence ranges. Make these necessary conforming and make changes to make sentence guidelines. Assure guidelines adequate to meet the purpose of sentence as set forth Section 3553A2, the Title 18 United States Code. Number C, study and report on computer crimes. No later than May 1st, 2003, United States Senate Commission shall submit a brief report to the Congress that explains the actions taken by said commissions. Now, in response to this, the section includes recommendations on commissions. And this is recommendation commissions by regarding statutory penalties of the offense, Section 1030, Title 18, United States Code. Now, this is remedies and other tools. The End Exploitation of Children Today, Act of 2006. The Project Act. Kidnapping Act. Kidnapping offenses. The stronger penalties against kidnapping setting guidelines. Child crime, sex offense, downward departures and offense response, and confronting amendments and guidelines and manuals. Downward departures in crimes, cases other than child crimes, sexual offenses, downward departure in child crimes and sexual offenses, and affirm special identified ground downward departures in 994A and Title 28. So forth. And this is Parkside offices, and remember, this is 202 West Presser Avenue. And this is Ronald update. The newborn 5th and Beach and Ash. 5th and Ash.